guys, hope you're having a great week. Somebody asked me the other day, they were like, how can you support AI when it's basically taking our jobs and our clients' jobs? And, I'm hearing a lot about this. I don't know if you guys are, but for example, Amazon announced cutting around 14,000 corporate jobs, 4% of its corporate workforce. This was last week. Well, in October, they announced it, but in October, this happened. It ramps up investments of AI while restructuring. So they're using AI to be the Amazon warehouse pickers, and they're laying off a lot of people. Salesforce laid off 262 employees in San Francisco in November. Roles across technology, product administration, sales, and then its CEO publicly later credited AI with reducing the need for human customer support staff. Tata Consultancy Services announced cutting 12,261 jobs in 2025 of its workforce amid disruption in IT services and as automation AI shifts their business model. So this is a real thing that's happening. Our clients are losing their jobs. Therapists are losing their jobs. Clients are going to ChatGPT for therapy. This is a real thing that's happening. So, this person asked me in one of my other groups was like, how can you support AI? And I'm like, it's not really that I'm supporting it. It's like I'm literally facing the reality of what is happening in our world. In my opinion, there's not anything we can do about it, so the people that are out there saying, well, I'm just never going to use AI. It's not really realistic because AI is built into literally everything we do. Like even on my computer, I've got Grammarly in the bottom, right? That's AI. Trying to book a trip, anything you're trying to do, AI is working in the background. EHRs, AI is working in the background to cultivate all this information to make it easier for us to function. So it's literally everywhere. And it's inevitable that these companies, insurance companies for therapists, Amazon, all these companies, it's inevitable that they're going to want to save money, right? So what do we do about it? That's the big question. My perspective is, it always has been, we have to embrace it. It's here. It's happening. We could either put our head in the sands and not participate in the AI culture, but it's still going to happen anyway, regardless of what we do. I've always been an innovator, so I fully believe in thinking outside the box and how can we innovate to stay relevant in this field. So of course, you guys know me, I've been thinking about this. So we're seeing all these AI related layoffs, like I was saying, it's happening, it's real, people are losing their jobs. And companies are basically, they're automating tasks at a rate that nobody predicted. Even my boyfriend, he's not here right now, but he will say, AI is so stupid, it's never going to be able to replace jobs. I don't agree with that. I'm in it every day. I'm messing with it every day. I'm seeing every day it's doing new innovative things just even in my business. It's happening fast and it's going to continue to just grow exponentially, in my opinion, and replace a ton of skill sets that a lot of workers do out there to make a living. Again, entire departments are shrinking because AI handles the admin, the content, the data entry, the coding support, and the customer service. AI is taking over a lot of that stuff. And your clients may not be saying it directly, but many are scared. What if my job disappears next? This is a real thing. And I wanted to talk about that too, because our clients are going to be coming into the office and talking about this. Maybe they're getting laid off. Somebody said in the other group, she's like, I'm already seeing clients losing their jobs because of AI. I'm not going to support AI. And I'm like, okay, so what are we going to sit in our therapy sessions and commiserate with our clients? Or what are we going to do? We're going to help them cope and adapt to this new world, right? Just like we have to. This is not a trend that's going to go away. This is only going to get worse. So we got to figure out how to adapt and live with it. For therapists, right? We're scared. And, in a lot of ways we should be. I just read Cigna just released something that they're introducing these chatbots and they're going to handle psychoeducation and that sort of thing. Right? I just met with, if you guys know Lisa Mustard, she has the Therapy Show podcast. I did a podcast episode with her. We were talking about this exact same topic on Tuesday, that we are going to be replaced in a lot of ways. Cigna is replacing us with chatbots that do psychoeducation. They are making chatbots frontline. They want to reduce costs. It's going to happen. So what do we do as therapists about losing our jobs, right? Here's the thoughts right now. AI is not going to replace emotional attunement, nuances, ethics, and relational depth of what we're doing with our clients. I was talking to Lisa about this. The rapport we build, being able to pick up on psychological nuances, working with couples, working in groups, working in relational dynamics, that AI is not for a long time, I don't think, going to be smart enough to be able to say, well, gosh, this husband said this with this tone and she picked up on this tone and she felt this way. Like AI is not going to be able to do that. So the better we can get at therapeutic models that need that type of work, the better off we're going to be. Intensives, where we're doing all different types of modalities, like maybe some somatic work, get up, shake your body out, being able to notice like how somebody's holding tension in their body. AI is not going to be great at that, in my opinion, yet. I mean, it could get better. There's all kinds of like these AI wearables now that can detect body changes, temperature changes, blood pressure changes, and make like sort of predictions about how you're feeling or how your emotions are. And who knows, that might get better. But for right now, I feel like as therapists, we need to be focusing on that stuff. And if we set our eyes to it, if we're not paying attention to stuff, we're not going to be able to help our clients with it either, is my opinion about that. So how it's affecting our clients, right? Because, the person that was commenting to me did have valid opinions about this. I totally agree. It's concerning, but again, I can't just put my head in the sand and pretend like it's not happening. This is how I feel like we're going to see it hitting clients. Job losses are going to hit self-worth, identity, the routines that people are used to, financial security, relationships. These are all areas that we can help them learn how to cope better if AI's like replacing them or they're getting fired because of AI. They might come in asking questions like, what's wrong with me? When the real issue is not something's wrong with them. It's a changing economy. It's technology. It's the advancement of the world. This happens. And then we can normalize, right? If we can't beat it, work with it, right? Create custom GPTs. I just posted about this in the Run Your Private Practice with AI Facebook group. Create custom GPTs that are going to make your life easier. They're going to help you create digital products. So you don't have to be stuck in that one-to-one model all the time. Like, use this for your advantage right now. Figure out how to innovate and be ahead of the curve and not like, a therapist is like, I'm never going to touch AI and the rest of the world's moved on and you're just like not moving on. It's happening. So for our clients, right? They're going to be asking questions like, what's wrong with me? Am I not good enough? These kind of like self-esteem things we're going to be seeing this come up with our clients. So we can already predict ways that we can help them cope with this stuff. We can normalize the fear and help them shift from like being collapsed and not moving forward to creative problem solving. This goes for us too. This is an opportunity to help them build resilience instead of panic. So what can we do about it, right? We can give coping skills all day long, but it's still at the end of the day, it's like I still don't have a job and my job's become obsolete for therapists, maybe for our clients as well. So here's some things we can do to help support our clients. This is what I've been thinking. If you're listening to this, or if you think of some other ideas, let me know too. I want to hear. Help them explore new skill sets without shame. Your career isn't ending, it's evolving, right? Support them identifying strengths that translate into new roles. Pull up ChatGPT and be like, what are your skills and what are your strengths and how can we adapt these to work in the new world with AI? I was once a picker in the Amazon warehouse. What could I do now to use that set of skills to adapt to the ever-changing world of AI? It's going to give you 1,000 ideas and ways you can do that. You can build a treatment plan around it. You can help your client like innovate and reinvent themselves if that's what they need to do. Maybe it's going back to school. Maybe it's learning coding. Maybe it's learning how to become a prompt engineer. There's all kinds of ways to use this to your advantage if you can think outside the box and be creative with your clients and with ourselves. Teach them how to adapt to a world that's changing every quarter, not every decade, right? So, this is happening so fast. We have to be adaptable. We have to teach adaptability. We have to teach innovation and how to evolve with what's happening, and it's happening so quickly. How to stay on top of the trends, that sort of thing. We can teach all of that stuff, and we can do it ourselves. Encourage experimenting with AI, getting in and saying, like I just did, simple assignment, do some prompts to see how your skill set can adapt to the modern AI world. Encourage upskilling, networking, curiosity around how they can get outside of the box. Help them separate the thought processes around like I'm a failure because, my industry is obsolete to the job market is shifting. How can I change? This has happened centuries after centuries after centuries, right? Innovations come in and people have to learn how to adapt. People used to plow fields, then came machinery. Like you have to learn how to operate the machinery. That's just what happens in the world with technology. And that's what's happening right now. We just got to figure out a different way to adapt to it. Key points in my mind. We can't help clients adapt if we refuse to adapt ourselves, right? If we're going to sit in a session with our client that just lost his job to AI and be like, yeah, we can't use AI. That's not going to be helpful, in my opinion. I just don't think that mindset is helpful at all for like the modern world. That's just me. Somebody else might hear this and totally disagree with me. Using AI doesn't make your work less human. It gives you more bandwidth to be human. A lot of people say if I'm using AI, I'm going to lose my clinical skills. No, you're not. I feel like if you're not using AI, you're going to totally burn out and not have any bandwidth to do anything. AI just makes your life like 1,000 times easier. If I can go into my social media GPT that I built out and say, give me a post idea for today, and it spits out 15 ideas, and I'm like, that one's cute. I grab it, go put it on my social media. It's done. I don't have to think about it. I don't have to be like, gosh, I'm not marketing myself well enough. I don't even know how to use Instagram. I can't think of anything. That burns you out. If you've got a GPT that does it for you already, just go use that instead. And that goes for all of these things in our businesses that we're trying to do, all the hats that we're wearing. When we understand the tools that are shaping our clients' world, we can guide them with clarity, not fear, right? So we're talking about custom GPTs right now. It's very helpful to be able to tell your client, go build a custom GPT to help you look at your skill sets and identify deficiencies to help you be more modern in this AI world. You could literally build a GPT for that that's going to help somebody learn how to do that and be able to just go consult it whenever they're having issues or job searching, or, they're like, how am I qualified for that? How do I spin this? Or how do I give myself the AI skills to be qualified for this job that's being advertised right now? You can make a GPT for that and it'll help you. It'll already know you. It'll know your skill set, and then it'll give you ideas. You can go back and forth with it. You could practice interviewing with somebody. You could say, hey, look, this is the job recs, generated 30 questions that the interviewer might ask me, and let's do a role play back and forth on voice. You could do it on voice in the ChatGPT app. So you can teach your clients all of this stuff to help them adapt and be up to date in the modern world. So anyway, that's my soapbox. This all started because somebody posted in one of my other groups and was basically like, you're a terrible person. How can you keep promoting the use of AI and the therapy world? And I'm just like, I'm not. It's actually the reality, and we need to know how to do this stuff, in my opinion. So I wanted to come in here and just give you guys like just a little synopsis about that. What our clients are going through, the layoffs are real. We are being outsourced to chatbots. We have to adapt, and so are our clients. So these are some ideas and some ways to be able to do that. Okay. I hope that's not too depressing. It's meant to be like inspirational and like a reality check, really. So anyway, I hope you guys have a great weekend. I'll see you next week. I'll be back here every week, just kind of like giving my 2 cents about AI. And if you have any thoughts, questions, concerns, anything about what I said here today, I'd love to hear it down in the comments. Okay. See you guys later.